Hey guys, sorry I'm having to do this intro in the truck driving. We went on a 3-day, 2-night camping trip last weekend, 14th, 15th, 16th of May. And we was so busy trying to get the boats loaded, I didn't think nothing about it. We had so much stuff in 4 boats that it was ridiculous. But there was 13 of us going. There was 5 teenage kids going. And all the adults and my dad. So air mattresses, cots, tents. We thought we had enough tents, had to turn around and go get another tent. Luckily I brought it, just left it in the truck. One of the boats broke down before we ever got where we was going. So part of the video is you'll see them working on the boat, picking and carrying on and putting the cover back on backwards on the motor, and it was just a really good time. Cooking deer sausage that we had done from some of the deer we killed. Kids had a great time. That was the main part, letting them have a great time. But it was one of the worst fishing trips I've ever been on there. Mayflies was unbelievably bad. And I've always heard people talk about you need to fish the mayflies. Take a fly rod, fish topwater, fish the mayflies. Well, there was so many mayflies the brim wouldn't even bite. I kid you not. We set limb lines that night, wasn't bad. Got up the next morning, went and checked them. Got 2 really nice catfish. Went brim fishing, caught some brim, caught some crappie. Around, come back at dinner time, and that pretty well ended up the fishing. We didn't catch another thing after dinner time. The willow flies come out of nowhere, and it was every single tree that was covered with them. You'll see some of them in the video where me and my oldest son was checking limb lines, and they were just everywhere. They were so bad at nighttime then, I could not film because I could not have a light on me, because they would surround and cover the light up. I literally had to turn my headlamp off because I could not see. They kept getting in my eyes, my mouth. It was just terrible. But watch till the end of the video. My oldest son went with us. He's married. He's got a 7-month-old little son, so I've got a grandson. My daddy that's with us is his great-grandson. Well, Dalton wound up getting sick while we was out there. I'll tell you more about what happened to him towards the end of the video. So, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to my channel. I've got more stuff in line that I want to do, more fishing. Hoping that everything will work out good. And again, I apologize, I'm in the truck, had to do this while on the way to the hospital. So, that's pretty much the way my week has been with this. So, wait till the end of the video and see what the rest of it is. I sure appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
I got it. Trim.
Trim.
Not cut.
Not cut.
Trim.
The same one you got is $300.
Oh, those babies splitting.
I think they about done. What you think?
It's smelling good.
Don't say that.
People don't know about this.
No.
Jackson was never a fan until he tried that jalapeno.
Oh, really?
And then he goes, whoa! Now both of them are after it. And I'm like, dadgummit.
You got to come back hunting more.
You ain't lying.
You gonna have to come back hunting more for sure.
There ain't no doubt.
Here, snap that back on there for me. These are still frozen, but I think they'll probably still cook all right.
Do a taste test here. Oh yeah, they'll be fine.
Deer sausage at its best. Now, I didn't look at none of it. I don't know if any of it was a jalapeno or not.
We'll find out the hard way.
It's not even that spicy though.
Not?
Not at all. I can hardly tell the difference. I've got a regular buffer tube.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's like a Molotov at this point.
Turn that joker right there up a little bit more. Let's go make Brian and Kenny and Jeremy part of the.
Nice.
That's what I need.
Throw that in the middle of that fire. It'll strike her up.
I made you slide. We live action?
We live action.
Live.
Live.
We have got this beast back together, dude.
About time. Jeremy was a little worried over this ordeal.
I was pissed. Kenny, I've seen you try to stick that can in that rod.
Brian, you didn't know you were going to have to mechanic when you come here fishing, did you?
Mr. Jerry, you got any type of screws? You know what I can do? I just realized what I can do.
What kind you need, Brian?
Stand by. Wood screw. I'll be there. I was thinking with that. Put a zip tie under it. We all open that up.
Come on, Kenny.
What is the wire on top? I know you said it right now, but quick.
It's a, I've got it run to a power bank because the battery on these things only lasts about an hour and a half. That's the best it does.
GoPro?
GoPro. This is the 8 Hero Black.
You looking at Osmo Actions?
I've seen them, but I haven't looked at them yet. I've seen some other people using them. I'm gonna get me another one. I want 2.
They say they're nice.
Yeah.
I seen you in that one video using your phone like propped up on your.
I've got an old phone, and I've got a phone bracket built. It actually is my kayak is built for it. It's built for a GoPro up front, and I turned around and put a bracket for an old cell phone that I have. Nothing wrong with it, and it does videoing up there. And then I had a chest mount. The only problem with the chest mount is if I'm sitting here, you over here fishing, or Seth is over here, I'll turn my head watching him catch them, but the camera's still facing this way. So I picked this up, that way when I turn, now Seth is in it.
Yeah.
So
Fairly comfortable, ain't
it's a little tight. This is the first time I've used this. It's a little tight. I'm gonna have to keep adjusting it, but I can wear it with a hat, and that's my plan. So.
You gonna do some good bow hunt videos, ain't you?
Huh?
You gonna do some bow hunt videos?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That'll be sweet.
Do it for us po folks now. Shoot a nanny now. We ain't waiting on monsters.
Look, them first ones are a meat deer.
That's what I say about that Bubba Roundtree. They meat hunt. They like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fun to watch them, man, because that man's 65 years old and gets tickled over a doe. It ain't like Steve now, but I mean it's.
Look at here.
Ain't nobody like Steve.
Yeah.
I get nervous over a doe with a bow.
Nah, I'm
I don't care what it is. If I got a stick and string in my hand, I get nervous.
Especially because it ain't but like 15 yards.
Stay at the boat. We might not need it. Hang on one second.
Nope, time out. We might not need it now.
Tell you what, be careful on that.
We got these 2 masterminds thinking back there.
Oh Lord.
I was waiting.
You said it, Seth. All right, I gotta go check the new sausage.
Well, that's a little story.
It's over here, around here somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Papa showed me another one where they was using crawfish.
Did you ever find any?
Got 30 pounds.
Good Lord.
Over 600 crawfish.
For who? All of them?
Yep. How's it coming? They're getting soft. Our yearly camping.
You talking to the GoPro?
I am talking to the GoPro.
I thought you just talked to yourself.
Nope. We started this last year. This is where the famous setting of Uncle Brian said.
Today is the day it all started. Today, 3 years ago, that's the first time we come to this lake. According to Papa. Because I got a picture on my phone.
3 years ago? Okay.
According to. There we go.
Ooh, I get a little charbroiled.
Man,
Better get them off.
that little 40 carbine.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Man, I might have to get me one of them. That looks just like a fun little toy.
These right here got a bit more grease on them than the others did.
Yeah, because they were frozen.
I guess so. Turn that gas off.
Do you hear how many cans this thing's on? It's got a cooler on it.
Has a cooler on it?
Hold 9 cans.
Really?
There's a way. Canadian.
That's cool.
9.
I've never heard of that. That's cool. That's very cool. That is very cool.
Let that sit there and cool this a little bit.
That is awesome.
I hadn't. I seen
Got
the
a bottle opener with it.
You can hold 9 cans.
Brian. I never had to get up for another beer.
You ain't lying.
No. You can just
So
connect
that's off.
this utensil right here to that utensil. We'll be fine.
Listen at him.
I'm gonna have to get up again.
Bonnie asked us, I think it's strange. She said, I felt. That was her. Just giving a wet wax. Stay here, we're going to go for a ride. I'll tell you what, Snapchat, whoever that is, I'm going to give you this unit. Because I know what I'm going to do is upset the whole bank. And I don't want him to have a big viral moment.
Oh, come on, Kenny.
I go in with everything I got.
Kenny.
Going on now. Running out of leg room now.
I'll just walk out.
Mosquitoes right here got molars in them, I'm telling you.
Do they?
They hurt so bad.
Molars.
That one chewed on my forehead just a minute ago. He didn't just bite, he chewed. He'd asked, I gave him some. He didn't have
Want me to push y'all?
Nah.
We're not quite push status.
Kenny, when he tosses you that rope, it's hooked up under the boat.
Okay.
So you'll have to hold on to that rope or it'll come back out.
At least we didn't get Jeremy's boat dirty.
No!
Not one bit.
Heck with
We
that.
need a lot of that Wesley's when we get back. I told you it won't go on there back to see if you lying. I tried for 30 minutes the other day.
I tried for 30 minutes.
I did. I'd have swore that's the way that thing went on there. Hey, that thing hurts bad.
Go let her eat, Jeremy.
I ain't got time for all this communication. Yes, sir. We're messing with the boat. We're going to take a test drive. On the way. I gotta have some bug spray. That yellow fly just bit me right in the mouth. When you get closer. Ow! Bastard! Away! Okay. Just let me know when you
Jerk.
Help! Help! Y'all got bug spray over there?
Yeah.
Can't find mine. I need it. Bad.
Dalton, look in my bag right here and give me that off on the side of it.
I'll drill bit Taylor on my forehead.
Yeah.
Oh God, it ain't worth it. I'd rather die whatever's in that than get bit again. I'll take a slow agonizing. Another yellow fly.
Jeremy, I just bought just one can.
I think we just
I've
ripped a
got
nest
some.
of them right here.
He ain't gonna get close to that fire tonight.
I got some parentheses you told me about, permethrin or whatever.
Permethrin?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That stuff is bitter.
I'm allergic to them things. That joker bit me 3 times before I could get turned around. Kenny said, you think I want to take pants?
Very.
I'm glad I got some cans.
Do what?
I'm glad I brought some.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yep. Which direction y'all going?
Hey, where you?
All right.
Oh, okay.
That way when you don't show back up, we know where to come find you.
Alright, we're taking a test drive with Jeremy's boat that broke down.
Hey, I'd just go out there in the center and do donuts.
Yeah.
Everything you need. Phone
Be like
charger,
Kenny.
everything.
That way we see you.
Oh, no, you're good. Your buddy's sleeping with us tonight. Seth.
I should have that.
He said, oh, okay.
Who's that?
Trevor.
Kenny, right back here on the back beside Jeremy's console, there's this lantern right there. Bring it here, please, sir.
A whole bunch of cheese.
A whole bunch of
I got that pallet of cheeses back here.
This one might have a fish on it. Yep. Ooh, get the gal.
That ain't bad. Hold on, Daddy. I got my.
Roll it. See it. When you start to pull these out, don't pull straight back.
Oh yeah, they're rolled. Good eating size blue cat. So that's a real good eating size blue cat. As long as you don't flop out of the boat. Alright, the next
That limb wasn't moving at all. I reached in there and felt it. When I pulled, he pulled.
next is not far right there. Yeah.
Do what? Just sit. They try their best to get in them logs. Yeah.
I think that's some pretty colors.
Everything he could to get that thing wrapped. That one okay, Papa? No.
Open the box real quick, bud.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, set your phone on the ice box. You've been over and throwed it in the water.
Zipping it up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Pull yourself over a little bit.
I didn't even know he was in on there.
I know, that's why I said check them before you cut them.
He was tangled up. I knew he wasn't big, so I didn't know
Just take him and throw him in the ice box with the hook on him. That line's going back towards the tree. Huh?
It looks like it's moving.
Yep, it's moving, so. Hey,
That's gonna be a big one.
maybe. Hold up.
I like it when I see the tree shaking.
Let's get these waves out of the way.
If it's a gator, I'm cutting mine.
Easy with him now. Mm-hmm. Alright, so as you seen throughout the video, it was terrible. It was the worst fishing trip I'd ever been on there. Last year when we went, guys, we fished one day, 3 boats. I think there was 11 of us or 10 of us that day. We had over 100 pounds of catfish and we had 165 bluegill. This trip, we'll be lucky if we had 40 pounds of catfish. One catfish that we caught that you seen on video was 17 pounds. Be lucky altogether between 3-4 boats we had 40 bluegill. It was terrible, unbelievable terrible. But what had happened, as you can see, my son, and he was the one that was with me and my dad fishing, he was the one that was checking the limb lines towards the end of the video. He had been complaining about his abdomen hurting in a certain area, and it was red. Red, and it was hot. So we knew he had a little bit of a infected area there last week. And what we did not know was it had really grown to the point that you couldn't really see it other than one spot. And my brother is a nurse practitioner. He checked it. He said, yeah, it looks like it's got a head there that needs to be lanced and needs to be cleaned out. So when we got back, got to his clinic, we did that. He lanced it, cleaned it, and it wound up being a lot larger than any of us ever would have thought. He cleaned it out the best that he could, and we come home. But when we got home, he was running 102.5 feet. Kind of find out he'd been running feet for all weekend.
Number 16 on the Hot 30 weekend countdown.
That spot had grown to the size of my fist on the inside, but you couldn't tell it. So I took him to another ER.
Very, very good.
They got his fever down, gave him a bag of fluids, said everything looked good.
We'll find out more.
So bandaged it back up, come home. I went to work at the gun shop the next day, got off work, come home, looked at it, changed the bandage, and infection was back in it again. Bad. So I loaded him up, I took him to the ER, in our local ER. A different one from Sunday night. They got in there and they looked at it. They did a CT with contrast, come back and said, yes, it's got a bigger spot of infection in it. It's done made it through what's called the subcutaneous into the fatty tissue. What that told me was it was deep. So we had to set up to see a surgeon the next day. Let the surgeon look at it, see what he thought. So the next evening this is Tuesday evening, we got in there and looked at the surgeon. Let the surgeon look at it. They said, yeah, we've never done this before, but we're sending you straight to the OR right now. That kind of got us a little bit nervous. So we went straight to the OR from his office. An hour later, he was in surgery. He went through there and lanced it a second time and put a second lance in it and got as much infection out as he possibly could, and it was a lot. It was a large pocket of infection. So they put a drain tube in him. We got put in the hospital on a very large array of antibiotics to try to get control of it because they don't know what kind of infection they was dealing with. The next morning, he come through, looked at it. Wednesday morning, it looked okay. He said, we may be ahead of it, but we still gonna watch it, we're gonna see. Thursday morning come around, he looked at it, said, we're going back to surgery. It has infection in it. It has infection in it a third time. So they had to go in and clean it out again, lance it a third time in a different spot, and put a larger drain tube in it. So he's got 3 drain tubes coming out of his abdomen now. All this on the week of his birthday. Turned 21 Sunday on the 16th. So with this video, and by the time it goes on YouTube, he's still in the hospital. His wife stays with him at night time. I go stay with him all day. I just shut the gun shop down for the week so I could be there to help him. Yes, he's 21 years old. Yes, he's in the hospital. Great nurses, great staff. Only bad thing is they're short-handed. They don't have enough employees because of the COVID. Employees quitting, people retiring, getting out of it. So I elected to stay during the daytime because he has to have help getting up and down out of the bed. So I don't know if YouTube will allow me to put a picture of the site of his abdomen. It's not gross, it's not ugly. It just shows the drain tubes. It's very clean. So I'll check and see. If they do, then I'll put it on here. If not, sorry guys. I'll show you the aftermath in another video of it. But you never know. So this was one of the worst fishing trips that we'd ever had. 2 boats broke down. My boat ran out of gas. Somehow, I don't know how. Battery on the trolling motor died, and we was downstream, and I had to call for some help to come get us. We loaded up, and we come home. And the rest of the week, I've been sitting at the hospital. So again, guys, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Help me out with it. Help me build it. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. If there's anything that I can do to pick my channel up, informational side, whatever it is, let me know, and I will do my best to do it. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. Thank you everybody that has watched the video. And sorry this video wasn't all fishing and all fun, but the way life is. So I wanted to put it on here and at least let everybody know what had happened and see what kind of fishing trip can turn out to be. Alright guys, thank y'all, and y'all have a blessed week.